Dolphins fans, you're watching yet another edition of the Dolphins Today Mailbag. I am Will Scott. I appreciate everyone watching the show, and the people that submitted these questions did so during our Thursday live show. We go live every Thursday, so be sure to tune in next time. Audrey Vera, what's up? O-line, not the run game, is the problem. Running backs average 4.9 yards per carry. That's a good point. The running backs did average 4.9 yards per carry. That's still ranked 22nd in the league. So it's not very good still when you're talking about league rankings there. But I will say this. The offensive line, it was situational. I thought that sometimes when the Dolphins running backs didn't produce, it wasn't really the offensive line's fault. It was more play calling. But I look at a game like the Buffalo Bills playoff game where the Dolphins had 43 yards with the rookie quarterback. Offensive line was kind of to blame there. So I thought it depended on the game, Audrey. But I do expect them to run the ball a lot more and have more success on the ground this year. Scotty B, what's up, man? What's a solid left guard upgrade for us? Dalton Risner, easily. I don't think they're going to sign him. I have not seen him linked to the Dolphins. We've talked about him as a potential target, but I have not seen him linked to Miami. I will say this. I think you have two better options on your roster right now than Liam Eichenberg and Robert Jones and Dan Feeney. I think both guys would be better than Ike at left guard. For some reason, they want to keep throwing Ike out there. It makes no sense. Kurt LaPlante. Any movement on Wilkins re-signing? No. And I'm getting a little bit nervous, Kurt. Needs to happen. You absolutely have to lock him up. He's a great player. He's a great locker room presence. Fans love him. Players love him. Everybody loves him. Get it done. Tommy Martin. Think the Elijah Higgins experiment will work out? No. I don't. I hope it does. I really do. I mean, he's a good athlete, had a good career at wide receiver at Stanford. And I think he can make the transition, but I don't expect it to work out to a point that it's like he's ever going to be the top tight end for us. I think what will happen is they'll probably sign or draft a tight end next year. Smythe will put up a few hundred yards this year. Won't be a huge target. Higgins might make the team. I just don't see Higgins becoming a star tight end in the league. And I really hope this clip ends up on like an Elijah Higgins hype video when he's named to the Pro Bowl one day. I really do. I just don't think it's going to happen in terms of Higgins being a top tight end in the league. But if he just becomes a decent tight end, it'll be worth it. It was a 6th-round pick. Projects are worth it if they're 6th-round picks. Miss Lauderay, who just debuted the song a moment ago live. Thanks, Will. I love ABBA. I've never had a song for me so special. You're the best. Miss Lauderay, producer Jack's mom, we really appreciate you very much. Thanks for always watching. And I love that you love ABBA as well. Shout at ABBA, best band of all time. Kevin Fisher, what's up, man? Willy Fins! What are your thoughts on Ramsey? What are your thoughts about Ramsey playing more safety in the mold of an Eric Rowe? As always, appreciate the show and content. Yeah, that's very interesting. So Jalen Ramsey has kind of hinted that he might play some safety this year. He responded to a tweet a few weeks ago saying, I think he said, I'm a defensive back. He didn't say corner. So everyone's like, I think he's going to be a corner. He's one of the best corners in the league. So why would you move him to safety? Like, I just don't understand that, especially when you have two really good safeties right now in Brandon Jones and Xavien Howard. Doesn't make much sense. I expect Ramsey to be CB1 this year. I don't expect him to play safety. But we'll see. Vic Fangio, I'm going to trust whatever Vic Fangio does, Kevin. I think you would agree. We appreciate you, my friend. Carter Jones, schedule release next week, right? Any predictions from Willy Fins? We appreciate Carter. I'll say this. My prediction from this for the schedule release, I think the Dolphins are going to play the Chiefs week 1. I think the Dolphins are going to play the Chiefs NFL opening night. That Thursday night game in Kansas City. Tyreek Hill goes back to Arrowhead, facing the defending Super Bowl champs on Banner Night. It is going to be electric. That is my bold prediction for the schedule release next week. Do you want the Chiefs in week 1? Let me know down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when an ad break comes, go down, chime in. Jason, the live chat saying that would be crazy. It would be. Let me know down in the comments. Do you want the Kansas City Chiefs week 1? Carter Reimer, what's up? Do we need to extend Wilkins before Chris Jones and Quinn Williams so he might not be more than them and he might be able to screw the Jets with Williams? I hear what you're saying, Carter. I don't really think that what Wilkins gets is going to be impacted by Jones or Williams. I think Wilk's going to get somewhere in the $15 to $16 million range. My projection, I believe, had him making $16.5, maybe $17 million. Look, I just think we need to extend Wilkins ASAP. I don't think it should be before Williams or Jones. Just get the Wilkins deal done. If you don't, he's a free agent next year. That'd be disastrous. Unrestricted free agent. Paul 5486, thanks for the question. Are the Dolphins waiting until after June 1st to sign offensive linemen? Very possible. On June 1st, that's when we get the Byron Jones cut money, nearly $14 million. That's very possible, Paul. Shiesty Miami. Predict the Cam Smith stat line. Whoo, interesting. Tackles, interceptions, passes defended, tackles for loss. Okay. I'm just going to rattle these off. I'm going to say 30 tackles, 1 interception, 4 passes defended, and 2 tackles for loss. How about that? That's what I'll say. I mean, he might be the 3rd or 4th corner, so nothing crazy, but I think he's going to have a solid rookie year. Michael Turner, keep X around to have Cam mentored to him by Ramsey. By him and Ramsey. Okay, thank you. Under Fangio, that's some pedigree. I'm with you. I think X needs to stick around. Trading him would not make much sense. And you have you have the contract situation. His contract's not tradable, so he's not getting traded. Derek Washington, what's up? Much love from the West Coast. We appreciate it, Derek. But how you feel if they trade Noah for some picks? Derek, you're my guy. Noah Igbinoghene is not getting traded. There's just no trade value with him. I will say this. Hunter Long was a throw-in in the Ramsey deal. What if you trade for Dalvin Cook? Have him go back and play for Brian Flores, Igbinoghene. Flores didn't like him that much, apparently. That would be interesting. The franchise. Who will be RB1 week 1? Week 1, it's going to be Mostert. Week 18, it's going to be Devon Achane. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. Who will be the starting running back week 1? Let me know down in the comment section. Jace, love the dog. Love the dog. Golden Retrievers are the best. What do you think about Tua Tagovailoa taking Brazilian jiu-jitsu classes? I think it's great. I think he's taking the necessary steps to learn how to fall. I also think he needs to get a new helmet. Kenny Pickett got a new helmet. That seemed to help him. In terms of the jiu-jitsu, I think it's going to be great. He says it's going well. The team says it's going well. So it's going to help him learn how to fall safer. Scotty B, who is your guy at left tackle that's available for us? If you're talking about currently on the roster, I'd start Robert Jones right now. If I was the GM, I would have drafted a left guard. But yeah, I mean, if Dalton Reisner's an option, that would be fantastic. But I have not seen him linked to Miami. And much like Cam Flemming, he was with the Broncos last year, and the new Dolphins offensive line coach is Butch Barry. And the Broncos players did not like him very much, so that might impact Reisner and Flemming coming to the Dolphins. Kurt LaPlante. Speaking of Flemming, he hasn't signed anywhere yet. I think that might happen pretty soon, but we all hope it's to Miami. We'll have to wait and see. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Dolphins News. We have you covered with the Miami Dolphins every single day.